Welcome to episode 163 of the Ben Briggs podcast. I am Ben Briggs. It is Tuesday, people. Tuesday, the 24th of November, 2020. It's coming up to the end of the year, people. Almost in that final month, aren't we? Where it all kicks off, we get all excited for about a week, and then everything's over, and we've got the January blues. We're kicking off straight away this episode with I've just watched. It shouldn't be a fucking funny video. It's a horrendous video when you think about it, but I was fucking laughing my ass off when I watched this on one of the news sites earlier. Let's have a look. Fucking, where is it? The tagline hooked me in immediately. I mean, like, I'll update you a little bit about what I've been doing. I've been doing very little, but apart from the last half hour, I have been laughing my fucking tits off over this video. It was the tagline immediately. I mean, it sounds horrendous. I'm not making light of this. I am not making light of this video. But it was just the worst, the funniest bad thing I've seen for a fucking long time, and I've been laughing my ass off for about half an hour. Let's get into this. Hang on a minute. I need a cup of tea, a bit of tea before this. Got to tread very carefully. He says, no pun intended. For this story, let's have a little bit of tea first. Hang on. Oh, nice bit of English fucking Yorkshire tea there, you fucking slig. Here it is. This is a tagline to the video that I saw. Gang of transgender women drop kicked, then stamped on a 19-year-old man in tube attack on the underground, that is, not attacking his tube. After he told them they needed to have female genitalia to be women. Now, the video for this is essentially transgender women. I mean, the guy looks unconscious on the floor. It's pretty fucking horrendous. But the fighting skills of these transgender women, when they're doing flying kicks, it was reminiscent of a drag version of Kill Bill. That's what it fucking reminded me of. Ah, dear. It was fucking great. It's one of the fucking funny. I mean, I hope the guy's okay. He's fucking clearly unconscious as they're flying kicks at him. And having, I imagine they're wearing short skirts. He's having a good look at their genitalia as they're flying randomly towards him under those fucking short skirts they're wearing. Oh, but fuck me. It was, I mean, the guy sparked out on the floor. I ain't gonna lie, it's not particularly ladylike behaviour. Fucking boosting somebody in the fucking head. As they're unconscious on the floor, but they have done, the fucking transgender women have done a fucking job on him, that's for sure. It's got a picture of them underneath the fucking videos. They're stamping on his fucking head, and keep going back for more as well. They just won't let the argument go. Who says they're not real women? They won't let the fucking argument go. I mean, there's a few fucking boots going in there. They're stamping on his fucking head. Jesus fucking Christ. People, it looks like the transport police are trying to arrest them and they're fighting back. There's another flying kick gone in there. little bit too much testosterone there, girls. Oh, fuck me, Jesus. I mean, it's fucking hilarious. I urge you all to immediately Google gang of transgender women beat man in ferocious attack at Leicester Square. Click on video, watch it, and it's the best thing you will fucking see today. I'm not saying all, Maybe they need a little bit more estrogen or a few more hormones to take that fucking aggression away. Fuck me. And I thought they were just bad on the internet. But no. I mean, you can't class them all the same, but fuck me. Jesus. Tamsin Lush, one of them, left, and Tyler Joe Bryan and Amarine Lewis Davis, is it? Both 24, set upon the 19-year-old after he said to one of them they needed female genitalia to be a woman. I mean, it's quite insensitive to say that in the first place, but I think their reaction, it's just a tad over the top when somebody's sparked out and you fucking... stamp it. I mean, they had the decency. It looks like they had the decency to take their stilettos off, which is the main thing. Didn't want to get them damaged. Struggled to get a size 12 in a stiletto. Don't want to get them fucking ruined. Take them fuckers off. Oh, but fuck me, Jesus. It was fucking hilarious. Miss Stringer said he was 19 and described as Arabian. The young man came, possibly, not casting aspersions, possibly, not from a forward-thinking country, maybe. The young man came across these defendants outside Leicester Square tube station. Hannah Bryan, when she was interviewed, described that there had been a conversation with this young man where he had turned around and said, "You're not a woman. You need a F *** to be a woman." Have they starred out the word fanny? I don't know. I can get one, surely. Maybe, maybe if they get any viral, if they release... The thing is, somebody's fucking videoed this as well. That's the thing. I imagine it's not them who've released that video. I imagine it's not them who actually recorded it. Somebody else has recorded this, and it's obviously gone viral. Instead of stepping in and say, "Hey, ladies, maybe you ought to calm down a little bit, tuck it back in there," or your schlongs fell out of your knickers there, baby, when you were fucking doing a flying kick at his head. I'm just letting you know. I'm just letting you know. That, of course, started an altercation, it says. Tamsin Lush drop-kicked the male that had made that comment, and he went to the ground. I mean, that's a fucking hell of a response, isn't it? Oh, Tamsin Lush there doing fucking UFC moves on him. The young man was on the floor, and these defendants stamped and kicked him whilst he was on the floor. Hannah Bryan came at a later stage and tried to pull them off. Surely that's just going to enrage them more after that comment. But was also seen trying to kick the male. Jesus. Get a few shots in. 19-year-old was taken to hospital after he was left with severe abrasions and a black eye. Jesus. Judge Nigel Seed, it's all fucking puns today, told the game, "I accept that that had it not been for the alleged victim, in this case, there probably wouldn't have been an incident. The four of you then was subjected to extremely offensive, transphobic and racial abuse. Had it not been for that, there would have been no violent disorder. However, that does not excuse what you did. Excuse what you did. You went far too far in your reactions. But of course, transphobic issues are particularly sensitive." Really? If that was anyone else, they'd be fucking locked away for that shit. They fucking mullered the guy when he's unconscious. Is a sign that the so-called victim realised how wrong he was by refusing to cooperate and not make any statement. Well, no, he's not going to be, is he? Who put a statement about that? You get fucking drop-kicked by a gang of fucking, trans women. No, it's not his proudest moment, I imagine. It's not going to make him feel like a fucking butch guy. Is it a sign that it's like, I do not in any way condone your behaviour, but I accept that what happened to you at the beginning of the incident was entirely wrong. Lush from Romford, East London. What did they do? All admitted violent disorder. 6-month curfew between 9 p.m. and 7 a.m. That's what they got for stamping on somebody's fucking head. Jesus. Bit more tea there. Jesus. Oh, fucking hell. I tell you what, though, they have lightened up my day with that. I mean, obviously what the guy said was wrong, but I think the reaction was a tad extreme. Jesus. Fucking hell. Just watching it now again on the internet. One of them's got like fucking stockings on, smashing him in the fucking stomach. Jesus Christ. There we go. Started off with a fucking fight there. What do we learn out of all that? Just don't comment on transgender women's junk. That 19-year-old, I imagine, is going to be a lot more liberal in the future in his views towards people. Oh, fucking hell. How to turn it from your life around. How to turn your life around from, hey, man, I got real issues with transgender women. Well, let them kick the shit out of you, then you might think a little bit differently. Fuck me. Jesus, that is... You know, I haven't seen anybody get a fucking... It's not even a shoe-in, it's a stocking in. I haven't seen anyone take a fucking stocking in like that before. Fuck me. There's people, there's fucking wigs flying about and fucking makeup falling off, breast implants popping out, everything. It's a fucking mess. That fucking situation is an absolute mess. And you can see the people, you can see the police people just standing by going, oh, what the fuck do I do here? Just... You know, if you were to shut your fucking mouth, that must have been the worst situation for them ever. They're trying to, like, pull them back and that sort of thing. And you can see them thinking in their face, is this transphobic if I stop these trans women, like, from giving this guy a fucking kicking on the floor as he's unconscious? Hey, that's a 21st century dilemma there, people. That's a... Fuck me. Jesus. I think it was a little bit racist as well. He called one of them a black cunt during the incident, apparently. She said he had also racially abused Hannah Bryan, which obviously, you know, he's not the most enlightened chap in the world. And I imagine he'll be thinking, as I said before, he'll be thinking a little bit differently from now on. Oh, fuck me. Anyway. Watching that video made me chuckle a little bit. I haven't done a lot this week, people. I'm not going to. I am not even going to pretend, people, that I've been doing a lot. Just obviously looking through the news, enjoying the weather. It's been quite nice outside. So, and doing fucking decorating as well. I know. I seem to stop. I've just had, it's about 8:20 at night as well, and I've just had a fucking curry, and it is sitting, oh, it is not sitting well, people. It is not sitting well at all. Not that I've made my own curry or anything like that. This is one of those heat-up jobs. Just stick in the oven. You stick one bit in the oven, like the vegetable bit in the oven and the rice in the microwave, and then you combine the two, spontaneously burning your hands off of two different appliances. And but it is fucking, you know, when if you have a curry and it starts repeating on you, and you can just feel it gurgling a little bit in your stomach, and you just think, oh god, that's going to be a fucking nightmare to clear up in the morning. I better schedule about half an hour on the toilet in the morning, and see if we can get in the interim between now and the morning. See if we can find some of that moist toilet paper, the luxury toilet paper, the moist stuff, because it's going to be a fucking disaster area down there. Either that or just it's the old arse over the bath and shower it off, and then bleach the bath afterwards. Jesus, what are we on? 14, 15 minutes. Here we go. Let's have a little bit more tea before we move on to the next bit. there was as well, talking of apologists and things like that, not that there was much apologising done by that guy with regards to what he said to those trans women. I did see all of the... this is the sort of apologetic culture we live in these days, don't we? The Anne Hathaway, she's just starred in the film The Witches, which they've done a remake of, the Roald Dahl book. I know they did a film fucking years ago. That was, I don't know, it's almost almost like a made-for-TV film, I think, and they did that a few years ago. But they've remade it, and Anne Hathaway apparently is the head witch, and part of her character, she's got like fucking deformed hands, because like in the book or whatever they had hooves for hands, or like fucking pterodactyl hands, or something like that. Anyway, I don't know. In the original book, I read the book years ago, but I was a fucking little chidler, as the BFG would say. So in the new one, they've sort of like made hands that do dishes, like they've got like 3-fingered hands or something. Like, oh, it was claws they had in the original one, and in this one they've got sort of like clawy, sort of like, you know, like the sort of hands you'd see on the end of a bat's wing. You know, those little fucking bat hands they've got, like little fucking veiny fucking clawy things. Anyway, Anne Hathaway has apologised, apparently, for negatively portraying those with limb differences whilst playing the Grand High Witch in Robert Zemeckis' recent adaptation of The Witches. So, yes, is this not... I'm going to throw it out there. Is this not... I know there's people out there who have hands like claws and shit like that, and, you know, 3 fingers, or, you know... Are they... I don't know. I am sorry, she said. The Oscar winner wrote in a statement posted to Instagram, I did not connect limb difference with the Grand High Witch when the look of the character was brought to me. If I had, I assure you this would never have happened. So people have complained about this. I mean, obviously it's horrible if you've got 3 fucking hands and you've got, you know, not 3 fucking hands. That'd be fucking awesome. Do a bit of washing up and high-five someone at the same time. But if you've got, like, limb things... But it is, you know, like... It is a fictional character, people. You know, nobody's going round and going to go, oh, you've got 3 fingers, you're just like the Grand High fucking Witch of... You know, actually, people are probably cunt enough to do that. You know what I mean? Here I am saying, hey, man, no one's going to bring attention to that shit, but fucking, you know... There was the disabled guy on Blue Pizza called Joey, whatever his name was, and he spoke funny, didn't he, years ago? And then, like, the term Joey became a fucking insult in the playground immediately after he turned up. I think he had cerebral palsy or something. And, yeah, people are fucking horrible. I can see why they are complaining. Just underwrote my argument. No. It's, that's, you know. It's a fucking fictional character in a film. Does that mean no, you know, there's going to be nothing like that? You know, like people complain, Burns victims complaining about Freddy Krueger now? Is that going to be it? Because he's portraying them as a murderous fucking bastard, or was in the initial films until they got fucking lame. Yeah, it just seems like, I know there's been a lot of posts from kids and shit like that on there, you know, like limb difference is not scary, differences should be celebrated and disability has to be normalized. Well, yeah, it's, I don't know, like the character themselves is scary, but, you know, like, are her hands, that's, you know, I haven't seen the film. Maybe, you know, maybe she's walking around going, I'm going to fucking strangle you with my 3-fingered fucking hands, you little shit. I don't know. I haven't seen the I've seen the original. That never happened. Maybe Robert Zemeckis has just gone off on one against people with limb difference. I don't know. But it just seems a little bit sensitive, doesn't it? You know, nobody's thinking like these kids are evil because they've got, you know, like these people are evil because they've got like, you know, limb difference or whatever. It's got the thing how to recognize a witch. I think that's yeah, you know, like I think that was the whole thing behind it, how to recognize a witch, and it was from their hands. And to be fair to her, to be fair to the whole thing, those hands do look very much like some of the people in the pictures. Yeah, it's but there's I don't know. You know, like one of them's that they're bald as well. Are bald women going to complain about this as well? I don't know. I just think it's like something that doesn't need to be complained about, but people have obviously said, like made the connection who have limb difference. I don't know. What do we do there? Do we dig ourselves into a fucking hole and then dig ourselves out of it and then dig a little bit further after we dug ourselves out of it? I don't fucking know. I just thought it was a load of fucking nothing about nothingness. Well, Ben, you don't know. You haven't got any disabilities. How do you fucking know I haven't got any disabilities, people out there? Yeah, so, you know, I wouldn't... Whatever's wrong with me, I wouldn't see it in a film and instantly think, holy fucking shit, that means I'm scary. Or the way it's portrayed, you know, like... I don't know. I just think it's people being a bit sensitive about stuff again. But, you know, everybody, anything you do like that these days, you know, anything you do like that, if you're going to portray people a certain way or have scary characters who have some sort of like fucking disability or something, somebody's going to like pick it up these days, aren't they? Because it applies to them specifically and they can't, you know. Can't see around that subject, but I guess that's what they have a right to do. Can't we just kill anyone who complains about anything? Including myself, who's complaining about the people complaining. I don't know, people. We've fucking gone round and round about there. And I thought for a moment there I had a basis for an argument. This is what happens. This is what happens. I think, like, I have an initial thought about something and then go, oh, fucking hell, what the fuck are they on about? And then I go, actually, that picture looks really fucking bad. Oh, man, it looks just like one of the little girl's hands. I can see where they're coming from. Jesus. And then end it all with, what are you complaining about? You know, you're going to get, you know, 2/5 off price of gloves. What are you worried about? Oh, God, that's a fucking horrible thing to say. But, yeah, I can kind of see where they're coming from with that. But, you know, it is just a fictional character and a fictional film. You know, it's not true life. Nothing's really, you know, you got the Paralympics, like fucking... this is one of those, you know, tweeting about it. This is one of those situations whether even if somebody who has hands like that, I forget what they call it now. What do they call it? I'm never going to be able to say the word anyway. Let's have a look. What do they call it? Disability characters I've recently... Lucky Finn Project for allowing me to use this video. I've recently... fucking... What am I saying? Scrambling PC... oh, God. It is something dactyl at the end, I think. I know that sounds really bad. I know that sounds bad. But I've got a stereotypes. Ectrodactyl. I can't even say it. That's how ignorant I am of this condition. But you can't be aware of every condition, can you? Surely. Ectrodactyly. Ectrodactyly. I don't know. Anyway, it's like a limb difference. sometimes called split hand, apparently. That's probably highly fucking offensive. That's what it... Hey, split hand. Jesus. That's... Surely we can come up with something better than split hand. Surely there's concern that The Witches as a family film could contribute to stereotypes that disabilities are negative or frightening. Well, yes, it could contribute to that, but I imagine most people will watch that film and, most kids will watch that film and just be scared of the way the witches are rather than, their hands. But, yeah, you know what kids are like and that sort of thing. They're cunts sometimes, aren't they? I went to school with fucking kids who were fucking assholes. Who'd hammer you just for fucking anything, let alone any sort of difference. So, you can see where they're coming from a little bit. What are we on? 26 minutes, people. We are still going on about this subject that I should have stopped talking about 5 minutes ago. Let's have a cup of tea. Jesus. And I thought I was on slippery ground with a transgender fucking battering of that guy. Fuck me. Dear. So Anne Hathaway has apologised like everybody does these days. It would have been horrendous if she... Yeah, I mean, like, an apology is the best sort of thing she could have done. It would have been, fucking horrendous if she just tweeted out, oh, shut up, split hand. Fuck me, yeah. I can't believe they haven't thought of anything better, anything more PC, anything more lighten the load of that condition than split hand. Jesus. I keep doing that with my hands now as well. Fucking hell. I've got to stop doing that, man. That'll be looped, won't it? That's something that could be looped on fucking YouTube. Just me with my hands like that, fucking saying split hand. Fucking Jesus. Career over. Not that it's anything's happening with it at the minute, obviously. Because everything's all is still closed down. Oh, I did see another thing as well, and this is typical. And you could have fucking you could have set your fucking watch by this. The Damien Hirst, not the Damien Hirst, is it? Fucking hell, it's all the name, Ben, isn't it? The Banksy, there was a Banksy that was done in Nottingham, and there was a bike locked to a lamppost. There was a bike locked to a lamppost, and it was all smashed up and that sort of thing. And the back wheel was missing. And then Banksy did a picture next to the of a girl doing a hula hoop thing, with the spare wheel like next to it. It was a real life bike and a real life lamppost. He hadn't drawn those on. It just the wall behind. He'd done a girl sort of like doing a hula hoop thing. And within days of that going up, the bike had been stolen. Oh, fucking hell. I mean, I bet he must be like, you try and brighten up these areas and add a bit of culture to it, and then somebody goes and nicks the fucking bike. So it's just a girl randomly hula hooping, like drawn on this wall and the bike's fucking gone, which I imagine is worth a fucking fortune. That bike, I don't know whether it was left there before or whether it was just people leave random bikes around. You see that a lot actually in England. I don't know whether this happens in other countries at all. You'll just see a random bike, or it's not even a random bike. It'll be a random bike frame, with various things missing off it. Always the wheels are always gone. It would be the frame on the floor. Somebody's probably stolen like a brake lever or a gear cable or something like that they need for their bike, and it'll just be locked to this lamppost for fucking ever. I don't know who goes, whether there's a specialist department that goes round getting rid of these bikes. Every city centre, every town centre, most villages in the country have a random rogue bike chained to either a lamppost or a fucking fence that's just been left there and abandoned because they've obviously somebody's locked it up. They've come back, somebody's nicked their wheel or something, and they've gone, oh, fuck it, I'll just leave it there. And they're usually the bike lock is more expensive than the remains of what's left of the bike. But anyway, that's been nicked. You know, why wouldn't it be nicked? You know, why would we have a bit of art and culture, something that brings like art literally into the environment? Why would you have that in Nottingham when you can just nick the fucking bike and sell it on eBay to a collector or something? Anyway, what are we on? 30 minutes. That is it, people. That is our controversial episode. Depending on your point of view. That was episode 163 of the Ben Briggs podcast. If you want to contact me about any issues that I have brought up in this episode, you can message me at podcast@benbriggs.co.uk. I will be back on Saturday, motherfuckers. Have a good rest of your working week. I hope it's going well so far. Take care, and I'll speak to you then.